on the Lake Park team. We don't have height on these fellas, but Kirkwood's 155 pounds, Bernson 160, Woodine 155, 25 Glenn. Well, they have down in their list as Nobin. I was told by the coach it was N-O-V-E-N, Nobin. He is a sophomore and 160 pounder. So one of the young fellas getting in there as the cornerback on defense. Joe Butler, number 46 for the Lake Park Parkers, is a junior 155 pounder. And then it'll be Bob Michael, linebacker, number 33. And our Mitch Butler, one of the linebackers, number 33, is a senior 170 pounder. And Michelson is number 24. And he is a junior 160 pounder. And then at the safeties, number 40, David Rohn. Rohn is a senior and comes in here at 200 pounds. So he's going to be one to try to get around. And then the Steve McDaniel, number 84, is a junior 185. So a couple of pretty good-sized men to be playing on a safety post. And we will be having the presentation of the colors out here. And here's our national anthem from across the field. We hope we can pick it up. Out in front there, it's a little bit tough to see. And apparently Hillcrest will be kicking off. So those lineups that we gave you will have to be changed around on offense and defense as they get ready to kick off. And I just noticed we have a ninth grader here, 175 pounder. Doug Kappas will be at center. So Lake Park Parkers go this way on offense. Junior Jim Halverson, number 14, is your quarterback. He's a 160 pounder. Halfbacks are Bob Mickelson, number 24, and Mitch Butler, number 33. At the flankers, David Rohn, number 40. Left end, Steve McDaniel, number 84. Left guard, Wayne Lystrom, number 52. At center, Doug Kappas, number 73. Right guard is Joe Butler, 46. And right end is John Lysett, number 63. And there's the kickoff. We are underway. Lake Park will take it first, and we are underway. Picked up, and a pretty good run back in there by number 24, Bob Mickelson. And Mickelson brings it out to the close to the 30-yard line, about the 28-yard line, where they will start first and 10. Still getting some numbers down here that indicate the weights for these fellas. Like a 145-pound senior, and I guess we have the lineup here. Okay. Here we go over center for the Lake Park Parkers. Number 14, the quarterback, and they go straight up the middle on that one. Johansson making the stop as Butler tried to go up the middle. And he gets across the 30 up to about the 31-yard line, where it will be second down, and he picked up a couple of yards, second down and 8. Okay, Lake Park with the ball. This is Halverson, the quarterback. That time he's going to go again, but Mickelson to the right side, and he gets little, if anything, as Peterson comes in to get him. The defensive lineup for the Comets at left end is Pete Peterson, 170-pounder, senior, number 55. Left tackle, John Stenbrud, 190-pound junior, 82. And at the right tackle, Bill Hembo, a senior, 195 pounds, 6 foot, number 72. And at the right end, Lloyd Johansson, number 44, 5'10", 190 pounds. That's the front line there for Hillcrest. This is back to pass is Halverson. And let's see, did he hit his man down there? It's going to be complete, yes. We may have it complete. And that's going to be down very close to the midfield stripe, about the 39-yard line. First and 10. Ball very close to the 40-yard line for Lake Park. Halverson, the quarterback. And coming out of a split backfield, they try to go straight up the middle, and there's a fumble, and I believe Hillcrest has it. Hillcrest has it. It looks like 24 and 44 on it. Jacobus is the first man down on it, and Lloyd Johansson coming in there to make sure he got it. So the Comets take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line. And we go with, they just haven't even finished the defensive lineup for the Comets, and they get the ball back. So now Langley at quarterback. Your running back, Strand, Martinson, Jacobus is the flanker. And let's see where they go. As Martinson left, and the first call goes straight ahead to Strand. Strand gets across the 40 down to about the 37-yard line, 38-yard line, let's see. So he picked up close to 5 yards on that as Mitch Butler and Jody Bodine make the stop. It'll be second down and about 5. Comets come out. Langley over center. As Jacobus right behind him, he gives it to Jacobus, but there's a whistle before he really gets off the play. And I think we're going to go upstairs here. We got enough people in front of us here that we can't see that well. We're going to try to take this opportunity on the, well, let's see what this penalty is here. Penalty is against encroachment call. Going against the Comets. So we want to get a little bit higher vantage point here. And see how high up we can go. Okay, here we go. We get up here, we can see a football game now. As it's a handoff this time, a fake handoff to Jacobus. And they go to the right side. McDan, let's see. Dolman coming in on the stop, but they do get it back what they lost, and they're off to the 37-yard line of Lake Park. All right, it is third down and back now to about 5 yards to go. Third and about 5. Okay, it's out of the wishbone right now, and it goes to Martinson. Martinson cuts the left side, still out his feet. He's got the running room, the first down, and then 7. He's finally run out of bounds over on the far side. Number 33, Butler, Mitch Butler taking him off, and he gets it down inside the 30-yard line. Let's see, he's down farther than that. He's down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 for the Comets, and they are coming out striking early. Good run by Martinson. That was Jeff Martinson. They have 2 Martinsons. This Jerry is the right end. Jeff is the fullback, and the fullback did the trucking that time. Again, this time it's going to be a keeper by Langley to the right side, but it's a running room, and finally brought down, and I can't see who got in there. I got a lot of people in front of me. Mickelson, Bob Mickelson. But he gets it down into that corner, and it looks to be down around the 8-yard line, as he has very hard to see the line markers here. That's the about the 8-yard line. We're at the second down. Second down and just a couple of yards to go. And it's going to be either Strand straight ahead, dives over. Did he make the first down? Let's see. It's going to be close. No, he's going to be missed it by about a yard. It'll be third down and 1. Third and 1. Inside the 10, down at around the 7-yard line. Jacobus goes wide left. and we got a flag down. And is it going to be an offside? It's going to go against Lake Park. Offside or encroachment, if you will, against Lake Park. Now that'll be, I guess, half the distance to the goal line because they were on about the 7. They can't penalize them 5. So that'll give them a first down inside the 5-yard line. Looks to be about 5 yards to go. So Hillcrest is knocking here in this first quarter. Langley over center, and he gets it to the right side. Let's see, that was Jacobus, and he's in. Jacobus in for the touchdown. From about the 4-yard line, actually. Jacobus goes in to score, and that's coming with 7:15 to go in the first quarter. Go for the extra point. Jacobus on a run from the 4. And they go to the left side this time. Going in, standing up. Was that Jacobus again? Jacobus again. Or check that, Langley on a keeper. I thought he handed it off, but he didn't. Langley on the keeper. So now a timeout on the field. Hillcrest is drawing first blood here. The score, Hillcrest 8, Lake Park nothing. Again, Comets are on the board 8-0, and the kickoff goes to Lake Park, picked up back there by Mickelson. He breaks to the right side. He brings that ball all the way back to about the 37-yard line before he's brought down. A good run back by Mickelson. Bob Mickelson, he's finally got the root. Let's see. Trying to get right back in it. They're down 8-0. They bring a good run back from about their own inside their 10 all the way out to about the 36-yard line, looks like now as they set it down. Here we go. Halverson is your quarterback. Mickelson and Butler in the backfield. And nobody fooled there. That was Mickelson, and he is stopped by Jerry Martinson, 165-pound linebacker. Cost him for a loss of maybe a yard or two. They're going to set him back about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11. So the defense for Hillcrest coming through on that one. See where they go at this time. It's Halverson over center, and he gets it this time to Butler, I believe that is. Butler is really wrapped up there. Jacobus in on him, Martinson in on him, and Johansson in on him. As Mickelson was the ball carrier. Thought he had to Butler, but Mickelson, and he is again thrown for loss, and now it is 3rd down, and it looks to be about 12, 13 yards. So they're moving backwards on this series. As the Comet defense showing us something. They're stacked in there. Getting set. They've taken a long count. Pitch out goes back to Mickelson. Tries to make the cut on the right side of the line, and he is really swarmed under over there. Number 55, Pete Peterson, the left defensive end, made the stop. Throws him for another loss, and they're all the way back to the 31-yard line. They started at about the 37, so in 3 plays they've lost 7 yards. And it's 4th down and 17. Strand back in single safety for the Comets. And back to catch will be Roan, Dave Roan. Gets the snap a little bit low, but he gets off. Pretty good kick. Pretty good kick. Going to come down around the 15, takes the bounce down close to the 10, and then rolls towards the out of bounds. It comes back at about the 12 or 13-yard line, where the Comets will take over again, 1st and 10 from their own 13-yard line. David Roan, the kicker. He kind of alternates the fullback and flanker on offense, does the kicking for him. We have an 8-0 ball game here. We're still in the first quarter. This is for the right to go on for the Agassiz Valley Conference Championship. This is for the Southern Division title. If Hillcrest wins, they have the title outright. If they lose, it's a tie for the title, but Lake Park would go on in the playoffs. And here we come with a handoff to the right side, coming to Strand. Strand picks up a couple of yards before he's brought down. Dave Roan coming in to make the stop. Defensively for the Parkers, it's at left end Jack Kirkwood, and the nose guard Scott Burnson, and the right end Jody Bedoin, or Bedine, I believe he pronounces that. And let's put him on the left. Three-man front. Here comes Langley. Langley has given it off to Martinson, Jeff Martinson, the fullback, and Martinson gets it all the way out across the 20, 23-yard line. Scott Burnson finally makes the stop. So it's third down and short. Third and about a yard over there for the Comets. Comets lead at 8-0 here. We have 3:54 to go in the first quarter. As the handoff to the left side to, Strand was leading the way. It was Martinson with the ball, and did he make it? He's got her, I believe. They signal it first down for the Comets. Ball at about the 25-yard line. First and 10 from their own 25. Hillcrest on the roll here. I would have to say they were favored coming into this game. Just to rub it in, Oates, you picked the other team. Let's see, it's sweeps to the right side by Strand, gets some pretty good blocking, but then it's cut off, and we've got the whole Hillcrest team in front of us. I couldn't see who hit him there. Roan. Dave Roan doing a good job as linebacker. But they pick up a couple of yards, get it out to about the 27-yard line. Maybe the 28. We'll give them the 28. About a 3 yards pick up, second down and 7. Here they come, Strand in motion to the left side. It's a handoff. Well, they go right straight ahead. Had me fooled. The carrier on that was Jacobus. Jacobus gets it out across the 30 out to about the 30. No, check that. It's right on the 30-yard line as Mitch Butler and Dave Roan make the stop. Noses the ball right about the 30-yard line. So he's got about 4 yards to go now for the first down. Third down coming, and 4 yards to go. That's triple backfield right there, and this time a fake handoff, one back to pass, and lays it out there, hitting Strand, or hitting Martinson, Kerry Martinson down the right side. He's got a first down as he's down inside the 25-yard line of the Parkers. David Roan again on the stop, and he's been playing that safety post. Roan, they say, comes in at 200 pounds, the senior. And he's all over the place. Moves very well for a 200-pounder, and he's been trying to stop this Hillcrest team all by himself out there. It's the first and 10 from about the Lake Park 25-yard line. They come out, they hand out to Strand again, cuts to the right. This time he's cut down at about the line of scrimmage, give him maybe a yard. Number 24 coming in, Bob Mickelson, put the stop on him. Picked up maybe a yard down to the 24-yard line. It'll be second down and 9. And in fact, they're not even going to give him the yard. They're calling it second and 10, and they've moved that post maybe a foot at the most. So second down and that 10 yards to go yet. As they saw Strand coming that time, had him figured. They come out, Strand, the up man out of the eye, the flanker to the left side is Jacobus. He comes to the right, he gets it, he finds an opening, breaks through, and he's finally hit down by Roan, but not before he gets to the 20-yard line. Roan really put a stop on him, right at the 20. So he picked up about close to 5 yards on that one. Let's see. And I say say you got only about 3rd down, 7 yards. They're right on the 20-yard line of the Parkers. So a big 3rd down play here defensively for the Parkers if they don't want to let this one get out of hand. And they come to the right side with Strand. He finds some room. He goes through there and just kind of rolls over people. He's down very close inside that 10-yard line. He's got the first down. He's got the first down, and he just rolled in there. Who finally got him? Mickelson, 24, finally put the stop on him. We've got a, let's see, flag down, and it's going to go against Hillcrest. I thought I saw a preliminary clipping signal there. So that'll cost them some good yardage. They had moved that ball down inside, very close to that 10-yard line, but they're going to bring it back. And the referee marks it off back to about the 32-yard line. And it's illegal block downfield. So that now makes it 3rd down and all kinds of yardage. About 20, good 20 yards to go. They come back. It goes triple reverse to go to Martinson, and then he gets it back to Jacobus, and he lays it out in the flat. Down there looking for Martinson, but well, thought he had it, but he dropped it. Boy, it looked like he had possession there. But he didn't hang on to it. So it will be 4th down, and it looks like the Parker defense may hold here. We'll see what the Comets can come up with. They've been able to put a little razzle-dazzle into it once in a while on these 4th down, and this is 4th down territory, I'm sure, as they're down in Lake Park territory at about the 32-yard line. Hillcrest Academy Comets, undefeated on the season, looking for win number 7 here tonight. They're 6-0, and also with that win would go to the right to go on to meet Borup for the Agassiz Conference Championship. As one flip it back to Strand, he turns and lays it downfield over everybody's head. It is a flag down, and maybe interference, maybe defensive interference on that one. As number 21 downfield trying to get that one, Martinson, that was Jerry Martinson. Let's see if that's what it's going to be called. If it is, it's going to be a 1st down for, it's going to go against Lake Park, so apparently that's what it is. The flag went down right in the area of the receiver. Martinson was being defended by Mitch Butler. 1st down. So a big break, a 4th down play by the Comets would have gone incomplete. It would have been possession by Lake Park, but the interference call is going to give, well, let's see. He signaled 1st down. Now they're going to march it off. I'm sure that is a 1st down. Let's see. No. Well, they get it straightened out. Yeah, they put the 1st down marker up. So 1st down. 1st down at about the 19-yard line. And come out, it's going to be keeper by Strand at the last, by Langley at the last second. He pitched it out to Strand. He comes to the right side, gets wiped out over there by Mitch Butler out of bounds, the linebacker coming across. And he gets it down around the 12-yard line. Picked up about 5 on the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 5. As they come out, it's Jacobus flank to the left. In that split backfield, it's Martinson right and Strand to the left. And they come out, and he goes left to Martinson coming across. Leaps through there. Mickelson puts a stop on him, but and also Jack Kirkwood in there. But he's down around the 10-yard line. And he's coming close to that 1st down. It'll be 3rd down now, and long 2, maybe 3 yards to go over there. And that's the end of the quarter. So timeout on the field, and after 1 quarter of play, Hillcrest 8 and Lake Park nothing.
When you need a hardware store and a whole lot more, go Gamble's in downtown Fergus Falls, featuring 2 floors filled with big values and famous brand name merchandise for your car, your home, and your farm. See AA Western Luggage in Fergus Falls for comfortable, great-fitting Western boots for the entire family. Their boots are made for walk-in. For all your your farm feed and seed supplies, see Farmers Co-op Elevator, your Hubbard dealer, serving the Fergus Falls area. When you need a checkup, see a doctor. When you need legal advice, see a lawyer. When you need duplicating, see Secretarial Service, 309 West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, specializing in typing and office duplication.
Okay, 3rd down and 3 coming now as we start the second quarter. Langley over center, gives it this. No, it's going to be a keeper, a fake. He goes to the left side, turns and he walks in untouched for 6 points. Langley takes that one in. And that was from about the 12. A little hard to see those line markers over there. I think that's about 12 yards, isn't it? But Langley takes it in for a touchdown at the very first play of the second quarter. And let's see how they go on the extra point. It's going to be Langley back to pass, lays it up, a little looper in there, and it's caught. It's caught for the two-pointer by Jerry Martinson. So now timeout on the field with 11:55 to go in the half. It's Hillcrest 16, Lake Park nothing.
Buy your lawn and leisure time equipment where you find dependable service. Ebersviller Implement Company, your authorized John Deere dealer, located on Highway 59 just west of Fergus Falls. Get the most out of your picture taking by bringing your films to the Photo Center in downtown Fergus Falls, featuring expert Kodacraft processing with 24-hour service on most color print film. When it comes to sporting goods, including the area's largest selection of guns, most folks come to Lake Sport Shop, now in their new location, Kitty Corner from Northwestern Bank in downtown Fergus Falls. Save the Co-op way on top-quality Midland and other famous brand-name products, including Frigidaire, Maytag, and Capri appliances at Otter Tail Co-op Oils in Fergus Falls, Dalton, and Underwood.
It's 4 minutes before 8 o'clock. This is KBRF, Fergus Falls, Minnesota, 42 degrees.
Okay, back again for the Hillcrest kickoff, and they have suddenly gone up by 16 points. Unless something drastic happens, they are dominating this game, offensively and defensively. Last series at Lake Park had it. They went backwards 7 yards in 3 plays. There is the kick, and it'll go out of bounds over on the far side. Good crowd up here from Fergus Falls. Sand bus came up for Hillcrest. Everybody enjoying a pretty nice evening. A little bit chilly on the fingers, but not bad considering we're into the middle of October. Ball is brought out to the 30-yard line because it went out of bounds on the far side. So that's where Lake Park will take over first and 10. Quarterback is Halverson. And let's see what he can do. He's got 16 points to make up here. Halverson gives it in the middle there, and the boys swarmed under there. I got to wait till he gets up, find out what his number is. It was number 24, Mickelson, as 55 came in to hit him. Peterson, Tostenson backing him up there. And we've got, we'll give you that lineup. Tostenson is in there, 62, I believe, on defense now. And he replaces Hembo. Tostenson, Dan Brew, and Phil Hembo will be alternating at that right tackle spot. Peterson is the left end, and John Stensrud is the left tackle. And the right end is Lloyd Johansson. That's your front line for the defensive Comets. Back to pass. And good pressure there, but he gets the pass off to Halverson, off to the left side. Halverson moves through, is finally stopped in there by Martinson. And he gets down to the 40-yard. In fact, he gets into Hillcrest territory, where it'll be first down for Lake Park, one of the few they've had tonight. They're down to about the Hillcrest 37-yard line. Defensively, finishing out that Comet defense, they haven't been on defense all that much. The linebackers are Jeff Martinson, 33, and Jerry Martinson, 21. Cornerbacks are Brent Jacobus, 24, and Terry Langley, 10, and the free safety is Mike Strand, number 31. Here come the Parkers as they try to go straight ahead and find a little bit of running room. That is Michelson, the halfback, 160-pounder junior, and he moves in there pretty good. We've got Terry Langley making the stop. He picks up a couple of yards. He's down to the 33-yard line. Give him about 3 yards instead of the 36. So second down and 7. As they work out of an I formation. On this one with the flanker to the left side. They come out and fake handoff to two of them. The flanker coming around from the left side to take it on that one was Roan. Langley makes a stop, but he does get the 30-yard line. And going to get that flanker is Butler, the halfback, coming in from the flanking spot there. So it'll be third down and about 2 for Lake Park, and this is their deepest penetration into Hillcrest territory so far. They're down 16-0. You come out, here's Halverson over center. They set now. He takes a long count. Pitch out, goes back to Butler, cuts the left. The whistles are blowing out there. He stops. It was Jacobus made a nice tackle on him. One-on-one. And he gets it just inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. So it'll be fourth down and short. Fourth and about 1. Big fourth down play here. They want to keep in this ball game or stay in this game. They're going to have to pick this one up right here, I think. As Hillcrest is really dominating so far. And we're in the second quarter. They lead 16-0. And here come the Parkers. They're trying for the fourth down. And that's fumble knocked away. It's going to be picked up by Hillcrest. The Comets have it down at the 38-yard line. Langley jumps on it. That was a pitch out that got away. And actually a big rush in there by the front defensive line of the Comets caused that turnover. They popped it loose, and it was Langley that got it, and Jeff Martinson made from his linebacking post, really created that fumble. And so the threat by Lake Park goes by the board, and here come the Comets. Langley at quarterback. Langley, the pitch out, goes back to Strand, turns to the right side, cuts inside, over to the sidelines, makes another cut, and finally he is rolled out of bounds over on the far side by Mickelson. He gets it down to about the 30-yard line. And I'll go along with the PA announcer. The young fellow pronounces his name Mickelson. I called him Mickelson. I got relatives named Michelson. I'll go along with it. Down to the 32-yard line, and we have Hillcrest with a second down and about 4, and they go right straight ahead. Well, I see 21 there, but he didn't have the ball. Boy, they really piled him up there. It was Martinson on that one with the ball. David Roan, your safety man, coming up, and Scott Burntwood, the nose guard, coming in as Jeff Martinson gets the ball to the 29-yard line, where it'll be third down and 1 now. Third and 1 from the Lake Park 29-yard line. The flanker in motion goes Strand, and they just come right to the right side. Well, they crossed me up on that one. It was Butler making the stop, and they tried to go straight ahead on that one. I believe that was Strand. They got the first down and then some as they get the ball down to the 23-yard line. Good field, and the only thing missing is a little bit whiter stripes or darker stripes. They're kind of messed up, and you can't quite see the stripes too good. There's fake handoff and back to passes. Langley lays one out there, and in and out of the hands of Lloyd Johansson, the left end. He had himself 6. I think he was thinking about that a little bit too much. Started to make a turn, but Johansson, left end, he is 5'10", 190-pounder, got downfield. He was wide open, but just couldn't hang on to that one. So it'll be second down and 10. Looking at that front defensive line for the Parkers, they come in at 155 at one end, 160 at the nose guard, and 155. So they play the 3-man front. Here come a man going to be in motion there. I think Jacobus getting a little over anxious there. Wanted to pick up the yardage, and it's going to cost the Comets 5 as an illegal procedure. That will set the ball back to the 29-yard line again. Only this time second down and 15. Phil Hembo goes in, and Tostenson out at the right tackle post for the Comets. Langley still your quarterback. Backfield still the same. Langley back to pass. Lays one out for Jacobus, and little low. Couldn't get a hold of it. Glenn Novin, 160-pound cornerback, comes over to put the stop on him. Clock down to 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Stopped with that incomplete pass. 7:50 left in the first half. Agassiz Valley Conference Southern Division play here for the championship. Hillcrest has at least a tie for the championship of the Southern Division. But they'd like to get it outright, because the winner of this one goes on to play Borup, the Northern Division champion, at Ada next Tuesday night at 7:30. And a fumble there, and then picked up by Martinson in the backfield very alertly, and he goes back, lays it on down, and it's intercepted by Mickelson. Intercepted by Mickelson, and he's brought down by Langley, and there's a flag goes down on it, and I think it's going to go against the Comets. Well, that one was a broken play. Langley dropped it. Jeff Martinson very alertly picked it up. He passed down. He was looking for Langley downfield then, but it was intercepted by Mickelson, if you will. And Jerry Martinson gets the penalty, and is that a personal foul? Personal foul on Jerry Martinson. It was Jeff Martinson that threw the ball. Mickelson intercepted, Bob Mickelson. And a big break for Lake Park as they get the ball back and stop a Comet threat here in the second quarter. Halverson, the quarterback, and he's going to go straight ahead with Roan. Roan gets the field before Jacobus and Langley put the stop on him. Gets that ball up to the 28-yard line. Actually picked up about 5 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 5. Second and 5 coming now for Lake Park Sparkers. See how they go to the left side with Mickelson, and gets not too far. He gets across the 30, maybe the 31-yard line. Lloyd Johansson, the right end, puts all 190 pounds of number 44 into him there. He gets the ball to the 31-yard line, where it will be third down and a couple. Third and about 2. Here comes Lake Park out of that I formation. Up man is Roan. Mickelson behind him. And it's a broken play there, a scramble and a fumble, and it's coming out of the back there with it is Martinson, but let's see. He looks up at the referee, they may have blown it dead. A hand comes shooting out of that pile with a white jersey on it, and it was Martinson, and well, they don't give him the fumble recovery, and I haven't seen why. Apparently it was blown dead. They're going to take a timeout here to measure it, because they may have picked up the first down on that one. Didn't mention that the Hillcrest is here in their traveling uniform, which is all white with the red numerals, little blue piping on there. And Lake Park here in the home uniforms, all royal blue with the white lettering and white helmets, and a couple of pretty sharp-looking teams. As far as play tonight, Hillcrest definitely has been much sharper. And they lead 16-0. We're at 5 minutes and 52 seconds left in the first half. Fourth down and short. Good yard short. I don't know why they had to measure that, but they did, and it's going to be a punt. Roan gets the foot into it. He gets a pretty good punt off. Going to come down at about the 22, takes a roll inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line, and they'll 13-yard line. They'll put it down there as Mickelson downs it, and Hillcrest will take over deep in their own territory, 1st and 10 on the 13-yard line, their own 13. So after a quick touchdown in the first play of this quarter, it's been kind of back and forth. As the fans move down in front of us, down to the other end of the playing field where the action will take place now. And Langley comes out, hands off quickly to the right side to Martinson. Martinson just barrels it straight ahead out to the 20-yard line, about a 7-yard pickup. Let's see, it's David Roan. Roan, the defensive man.
Oh, thank you.
About maybe a 6-yard pickup. It'll be second down and about 4. A little jumping offside there on Lake Park. Didn't get back in time. The flags go up, and it will give Hillcrest very close to a first down on this penalty. 5-yard encroachment penalty. And is it going to be good? Yeah, it's good for a first down. Good for a first down out about the 25-yard line. Those are the kind of penalties that really hurt. Not only cost you 5 yards, but you give the other team a first down. You can't do that with Hillcrest very often. They're going to take advantage of it. And see what they do now. They come out, and it is to the right side strand in there, twisting, turning out to about the 20. They put it down. He's 29-yard line. Picks up about 4 as Richard Boyd, 74. B-O-I-T. Boyd makes the stop. About a 5-yard pickup. Second down and 5. The ball is at the Hillcrest 29-yard line. Jacobus flank to the right side. Split backfield strand left, Martinson right. It goes to Martinson, and he cuts inside. He's, okay. Good pick by Martinson. I was watching him. Strand had the ball over to the right side. Martinson went up the middle there. I swore he had that ball. I got the binoculars on him. Really good pick. Strand had it, though. He went to the right side, and he picked up a first down. Another 5 yards, and the ball now out, probably picked up about 8 yards. The ball is out at the 28-yard line. Roan again. Dave Roan finally made the stop. Well, they fooled me on it, but they didn't fool Dave Roan. But they did get 8 yards. First and 10, the ball at the Hillcrest 38-yard line. Jacobus flank right. Out of the I formation. That man is back to pass here. That was Martinson, and Langley's in trouble back there, and he finally has swarmed under out of bounds. He might have picked up a yard on it, though. I believe he did, as 42-64 Scott Brinson and 42 Jack Kirkwood rolled him out of bounds over on the far side. Let's see where they place that ball down. It's going to be right at the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. Apparently he was out of bounds on that forward progress across the way. So Langley faked it up the middle to Martinson and then went back to pass and did not fool the Parker defense at all. They got him back there. Second and 10. Looking right down that line of scrimmage now. And they go to keeper by Langley again. He's been faking him off there. He runs through. Finally is knocked down, slowed up there by number 25, but it was 64 there. Burnson that really put the stop on him. Glenn Novin had slowed him down, but Burnson clobbered him. But Langley picks up, there's a flag down. Langley had picked up some pretty good yardage all the way down to about the 33-yard line. But the flags are down, and it's going to go against Hillcrest. So penalties are starting to take their toll in this game, and it's a big one, it would appear. They put it all the way back inside the 28-yard line. Holding penalty. We're down. Scored on the first play of the second quarter. And have been able to convert both of their points after. All 4, I should say. There's a low pass, good throw to Martinson, but I think they're going to say he trapped it over there. Incomplete pass. Tried to hit him a little flat pass, a little screen pass in the backfield. Which came very close to being looking at a lateral right down the line of scrimmage, but no forward progress on it, so it goes an incomplete pass. So that will bring up now third down. Third down and 10 to about 13 yards to go. This time, double reverse goes to Strand, then back to Jacobus. He turns, lays it down, and just out of the hands of Langley. Oh, he's outstretched hands of Langley down around the 20-yard line. Just could not hang on. And it's just a long, incomplete pass, and that's going to bring up 4th down for the Comets. 4th down, and I would guess maybe it's punting situation now. Ball is back on the Hillcrest 28-yard line, and it's 4th down, a long yardage. Express train time, and I believe I hear one coming through. Right along the railroad track here, Burlington Northern, and train going by. Let's see. High pass from center back there, but kick is pretty good by Johansson, and takes the Lake Park bounce coming back this way, and finally touchdown at about the about the 28-yard line. And Lake Park will take over again. 1st and 10 at their own 28. So the clock is started again down to 2:48, and Lake Park's going to have to get in gear pretty quick. Jim Halverson, your quarterback, he didn't start there this year, we understand. He was moved in there after the first couple of games. And he keeps going to pitch shot. Going back that time to... Got to find him, number 25. He's not in this lineup here. And new fellow in there, Glenn Novan. Okay, Novan in there at one of the halfback spots now. And gets about the line of scrimmage. Let's see, they're going to give him... No, I'll call it the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. Pitch out, tried to go to the left side. Nothing. Hillcrest defense. Out of the wishbone now, the up man at the top of the Y is Roan, and then they give it to Michelson, and he tries to get through there. He is hit by Martinson and Strand coming up the linebackers. Strand the safety, and Martinson, one of the linebackers. He gets a couple of yards. He's up to the 30-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down now, and still about 8 yards to go. 3rd and about 8 yards to go. Come out over center. Halverson is back to pass, gets a rush as a flag down, and tries to lay it in the flat, goes incomplete. Goes incomplete, but Bob Michelson was the intended receiver, but flags went down just as he released that pass. Let's see what the call is. That stops the clock at 1:17 to go in the first half. Hillcrest leads at 16-0 and looks like they're on their way to the playoffs once again. They keep this up for one more half, and they will meet Borup. They didn't play Borup this year, I don't believe. No. They played them last year in their opening game. 4th down and long is punt formation. Roan got a great job defensively. He kicks again, and he's been doing some pretty good kicking. That one not quite as good as the rest of them, but it takes a Lake Park bounce a little bit down to about the 28-yard line. And we have Hillcrest taking over 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line, and they take it over with 1:07 to go in the first half. See if they can engineer a drive in 1:07. They talk about the pros in their 2-minute drill. Now we're about to see a 1:07 drill here. And see if they can do something with it. Less than that, because they stopped the clock and they're still in the, or started the clock and they're still in the huddle. They'll be down to a minute by the time they snap that ball. Come out Langley, your quarterback, been in there the entire half. He's back. Pitch out, goes back to Martinson, and he's going to be trapped back there. Good defensive play there as number, catch him here, 42 in there, Kirkwood, the left end. Throws Martinson all the way back to about the 24-yard line, maybe 23. line. Take that loss of 3. Second down and 13. Pitch out again to Martinson, and he goes back looking to pass, gets a rush, but gets the pass off, and it's complete down the left side to the other Martinson, to Jerry Martinson, and he picks up a first down down at the 20-yard line, and the clock is stopped. Clock is stopped at 14 seconds. Ball is down at the 22-yard line, and timeout is called to keep that clock stopped at 14 seconds left in the first half. Hillcrest's going to try to set something up. So timeout on the field. It's Hillcrest 16, Lake Park nothing.
Save heating dollars this
by Lake Park, makes it a tie for the division title. However, Lake Park would go to the playoffs by virtue of a win here tonight, should they do that. And Borup is already in. Borup, I understand, got beat last week, but they still hold the Northern Division title, and they will now move down to Ada to meet the winner of this game. Winner of that one is into the state playoff for 9-man football. Hillcrest was rated, I stop and think, the ratings came out today. They were rated number 2 right behind Lake Benton. Lake Park was still rated number 10 in 9-man football, despite their loss to Rossday last week. So a couple of rated teams here, and we're seeing a pretty good game, although Hillcrest has dominated. Their defense has been awesome in that first half. Lake Park has not really moved much beyond about the 20, I believe about the 23-yard line is the closest they've been. And that was only once. Most of the time they've rarely been in Hillcrest territory. So we're about set to go. The teams are coming back out, and we'll be set for the second half kickoff. But let's have this word from our sports boosters.
name brand building and decorating supplies. See the guys at Cedarson Lumber, 505.
Hillcrest to receive here in the second half. Here's the kick as Roan gets the foot into it, and it'll be out of bounds. So it's going to be brought out to the 30-yard line where Hillcrest will take over. Check that. Went into the end zone, so it'll be brought a touchback to the 15. It's an 80-yard field, the 9-man football. In 11-man, 100 yards, they would bring it out to the 20. On the 9-man, 80-yard field, they bring it out to the 15-yard line on a touchback. So that's where Hillcrest will start, first and 10. Langley still in that quarterback. Strand, Martinson out of the eye, right flanker. It goes to Strand to the right side, gets away from one man, but then is slammed down there. Big number 46, Joe Butler, 155 pounds, and cornerback comes in to make the stop on Strand. Picked it up a couple of yards. Second down and about 8. Again, they come out, fake to the left side, and then they go to the fake to the right, then to the left. Martinson, and he don't believe got anything. He's finally brought down in there by, let's see, Kirkwood, Jack Kirkwood, making the stop. Third down and 8 as he stopped Martinson right at the line of scrimmage that time. Defense for Lake Park started to look a little better in that second quarter, and they looked very good on that last play. This is a handoff to Martinson, and he may break through for a little. Finally, you're going to be brought down in there by Butler and Roan, but he gets it out across the 20. Going to bring it out to about the 23-yard line. And that's close to, well, let's see, it's very close to first down territory. It'll be third and about 1, I believe. They're going to bring it out to measure it to make sure, but it looks like he's going to be short. They want to make sure where they place that ball, too. Another reason for bringing out the measurement. I don't think they really need the measurement. They wanted to move the ball into the hash marks and make sure they got it right, because big play coming up, fourth down and 6 inches. Okay. You better move that marker over a little bit over there. Andy, does. So fourth and less than a yard to go. Ball is on the Hillcrest about 24-yard line. So this would be a gamble if they try it, and they will. Let's see what they want a timeout. Talk it over to see whether they really want to try that gamble. So they use one of their timeouts here early in the second half. 10:19 to go in the third quarter. Timeout on the field, and the score: Hillcrest 16, Lake Park nothing.
See why more and more people are having their prescriptions filled at White Drug in Fergus Falls. Visit the shed downstairs at St. Clair and Levang in Fergus Falls for Farrah, Levi, and Sedgefield jeans and your favorite styles of shirts and sweaters. For an outstanding deal on a Cadillac, Buick, or Chevrolet and service to match, see Minnesota Motors, your personal dealer, Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls. Small enough to know you, but big enough to serve you in a big way. That's Security State Bank of Fergus Falls, the bank that knows what helping people is all about. After the ball game or after anything, take time out for a real lip smack and treat at Haugen's Ice Cream Parlor and Restaurant in the Fergus Falls City Center Shopping Center.
Well, they took the time out and changed their mind. Johansson decides to punt. He gets it, gets the Comet roll inside the 30-yard line, down to about the 28-yard line, and Lake Park will take over. So they decided not to gamble, that they better not try it down to the 24, because that would have really set Lake Park up in good field position had they missed on that fourth down. And coach called timeout, thought it over, and decided, well, let's kick it. Johansson gets down, and Lake Park now has the first down at their own 28-yard line. And here they come. And wide to the left side is Steve McDaniel, left end. Halverson, your quarterback, back to pass. Wants to get back in here in a hurry, and he's got, he dropped it. He looked like he had his man for a moment there. Lystad, Johnny Lystad, 145-pound right end, but he dropped it. Had control just momentarily, but didn't get a chance to take a step with it. Incomplete pass, second down and 10 from the 28-yard line. So Halverson coming out throwing in this second half. This is the first series on offense for Lake Park in this half. Again, wide to the left side goes McDaniel. And they have a man way back there. Is a big rush put on. Big rush, and I think it was 55 coming in there. Pete Peterson throws Halverson, and Dostinson also in on it all the way. Oh, he's back close to the 12-yard line. Big loss for Lake Park as the defensive unit of the Hillcrest Comets making themselves felt in there. Boy, Peterson really moved through that line from his left end post. Third down and 23 yards to go. So that really put Lake Park back. And it's Halverson back to pass. He's inside his own end zone. Now he comes out. He finds the running room, cuts to the left side, and is finally cut down there by Lloyd Johansson. 190-pounder. Cut him down, but they cut him down deep in his own territory inside the 15, about the 15-yard line. And it is fourth down and downtown to go. Very definitely punt formation, and it's up to the foot there of David Roan, 200-pound kicker for Lake Park. Let's see what he can do with it. Rolling back in his own end, he'll get a little bit of a low kick, but he gets pretty good off. It's going to come down around the 40-yard line and takes a good Lake Park bounce, but it's picked up back there by, let's see, that's Strand. Strand brings it back out across the 40 down into Lake Park territory to about the 39-yard line, and Hillcrest will take it first and 10 from their own 39. So on the exchange of punts there, Hillcrest picks up about 15 yards. Flag is down. Did not see that. It was in the backfield. And it's going to go against the Comets. Flag down, and that's going to set the Comets all the way from the Lake Park 39 back to their own, let's see, 28-yard line. Illegal block. Well, Hillcrest Hillcrest now coming out. It is a 1st and 10 because that was on the punt. But they've got a long ways to go now. And the pitch out goes back to Strand, cuts to the right, tries to make his move, gets past one man, finally going to be brought down in there by Bernson. As he gets it out across the 30 to the 32-yard line, Bernson puts a stop on him. Penalty is down, penalty flag down. It'll go against, I believe, against Lake Park here. They talk it over with Strand, with Martinson. Now they bring Rowan out from the Parkers to talk to him. So maybe it's going to go the other way. And the PSC was just explaining to Martinson what the penalty was. Now he's telling Rowan what his options are because it's going to go against the Comets. So 2 straight penalties against Hillcrest. Now puts them back at around the 12-yard line. Their own 12. Well, the penalty's going against them here. They come out. Jacobus is flanked wide to the right side. And the fake handoff left. They go right with Strand, and he is bowled over there. Rowan, the first man to hit him again. Well, if they to give on the defensive medals for the team that's behind, Rowan has got to get it. 7:40 to go in the 3rd quarter, and Rowan has been in on about 90% of the stops made by that line, the Lake Park defense. Pick up on the play was little or nothing. 2nd down at long yardage, 10, 20, about 20. He picked up a couple of yards, about 23. Back to pass. Langley lays it into the flat and just over the hands of Strand down there going for it. So it will be, and another flag down. Hey, quit watching the ball and watch the referee. There's more action out of his back pocket there. Another flag down in the backfield. And this is a roughing the passer. Okay, this one will go the other way against Lake Park. And we're getting a little wind up here. Standing up on top of our self-made announce booth, sometimes known as the roof of the mobile unit. And you get out here in the wind. Somebody trying to tell me what? To keep my mouth shut? I can't do that. Ball's brought out to the 30-yard line. So now it's 2nd down and 7. So they picked up some pretty good yardage on the roughing of the passer. And they go right straight up the middle there with Martinson. He's not going to get the first down, but he's close. Bernson makes the stop. As I said, Martinson changed that to Jacobus carrying that time. Brent has not had too many carries tonight. He's been in there as a flanker. By that time, he picked up a few yards. It brings up 3rd down now. And about 3. 3rd and about 3. Langley the quarterback. Split backfield. Jacobus left. They give it to Strand. He's got the first down, and he may break loose. He's got 6 points. All the way down into the end zone. Strand breaking away from the, well, he's got it 40. Now, let's see. Call it about a 45-yard run for Strand. And they're picking him up. Let's see. Martinson picking him up, carrying him around out there. 45-yarder for Strand. That makes it 22-0. And that's coming with 6:33 to go here in the 3rd period.
If you're looking for a sports magazine on fishing, flying, football, or hunting, you'll find it at Books, Etc. in Fergus Falls Mini Mall. If they don't have the book or magazine you want, they'll order it for you at no extra cost. Cut costly fuel bills this winter with an energy-saving Ashley wood-burning stove from True Value Hardware next to Red Owl in Fergus Falls. See Overhead Doors at 1217 East Burr in Fergus Falls for a complete line of quality overhead doors and operators. Also servicing all makes and models of overhead doors. Call 736-6676. Take a pack of Pick-a-Pop, the soft drinks that taste terrific and save you money, too. Pick-a-Pop in 24 mouth-watering flavors at your Fergus Falls Pick-a-Pop store, East Vernon Avenue.
Okay, and we have to wait for the extra point conversion tries before we take those breaks. The Comets tried it and missed it, and so it's 22-0. It remains there. They took our commercial break there between the touchdown and the extra point, so we'll just hold it right here. It is 22-0. Hillcrest is taking the lead, or added to their lead here in the third quarter. As Strand took it in from 45 yards out. Good run by Strand. There's the kick, and it's going to come down and go out of bounds, very close to the goal line down there, at the 3-yard line. But what it means on the kickoff is they will bring the ball back out to the 30-yard line. So the Lake Park defender there wise to let it roll out of bounds. So Lake Park takes it over 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line. They really have got an uphill battle now as they're down 22-0. Time is 6:33 left in the third quarter. And let's see what we can come up with here for the Parkers. Back to pass now is Michelson, and he's going to be swarmed under. Michelson couldn't get out of the grasp of big number 62. Toskinson, Dan Toskinson, 170-pounder, wrapped him up, and Peterson also in there on the hit, but Toskinson made sure he went nowhere. Ball is back on the 27-yard line. He lost 3 on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 13 yards to go. They send McDaniel wide left. I'm sure they'll be putting it up for grabs here. And a fumble as they come out of there. Fumble of Michelson has gone in at quarterback, and they couldn't handle that ball coming off the center. Toskinson in there right on him. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down. In fact, he lost a half a yard or so. 3rd down and close to 14 yards to go now. As the Comets coming off very quickly off their defensive post. And I think that fast rush probably added to Michelson's confusion there. Just didn't quite have control of that ball. Michelson has gone in at quarterback here in this second half. He's back to pass, gets a good snap from center that time, lays a quick one over. Flags go down. Lyseth gets the completion, but the flags went down. Referee's out there talking with Jerry Martinson. Going to be pass interference, offensive pass interference. No, check that, defensive pass interference against the Comets. So that's going to give a big break to Lake Park. It'll bring the ball to midfield, right at the 40-yard line, and it will be 1st down for the Parkers. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. As they come out, we've got Elverson is in a flank to the left side now. The quarterback is Michelson. It's a keeper by Michelson. Cuts to the right side, gets to the 40, cuts inside the 38, and is run out of bounds over on the far side by Langley and Martinson. Jeff, Jerry, and Terry all in on the tackle. Picked up a couple of yards, though, on the quarterback keeper by Michelson. 2nd down and 8 from the 38-yard line of the Comets. And the clock moving down to 4:19. So that becomes very important for Lake Park. They've got 3 touchdowns to make up here. This is it as far as any playoffs hopes. They're back to pass. Here's Michelson. He's really getting rushed there, but he gets it off at the last second, and it's going to be complete. Touchdown. No. He dropped it. Okay, thought he had it there. That was Roan downfield. Really had that. And could have sworn he took a couple of steps, but he just could not hang on to it. We're looking right at some guy turned his lights down over there just as he's going in, and they're pointing right at me, and I didn't see him drop that. I don't know why he needs lights from his car when they've got floodlights here. But he thinks it helps. Well, that makes it third down at about 7. Third and 7. They've come out with, well, they are spread all the way down. There's a pitch out. Goes back to Roan, cuts to the left side, and he comes across the 38-yard line to the line of scrimmage, and Jeff Martinson, the linebacker, cuts him down. That's the line of scrimmage. 4th down and 7. They placed that ball down. He lost a yard. It's closer to 8 yards. 4th down and 8. And it's going to be the punt in there. Roan gets a good high kick. It'll go down into the end zone. And I hope we don't have too many plays right down in that one corner of the field, because we turn and we have to look right square into a set of headlights over there. We have Hillcrest is going to start 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Here they come. Langley's still in there at quarterback. It's the front line still going all the way. Langley is going to go hand off to Strand, cuts to the right side, cuts inside, finds a little running room, and then is cut down by Michelson. Gets it out to around the 20. Here they're going to place that down. It'll be about the 21-yard line, where it will be 1st and about 4, or 2nd and about 4, rather. Second down and 4. Jacobus comes flanker to the right side, and the handoff that time goes to the left to Strand. He's wrapped up almost immediately. Maybe picked up a yard. Michelson, I believe, again in on the stop. Yes, Michelson, man to hit him, number 24. Yeah, don't fall off the top here. So 3rd down, and about 2 coming for Hillcrest, down in their own territory, at about the 21-yard line. They go with Martinson, and I believe he's got it. He's stacked up by Roan, but he's got the 1st down, I believe. Let's see. Yes, they bring out the marker. 1st down for the Comets. Ball now out to the 27-yard line of the Comets. Langley is handed off to the left side. Strand on it, cuts down to the left side, still on his feet, and finally brought down by Michelson, but Strand again puts on a good show of running there as he gets down inside the 30 to about the 25-yard line. I think they'll put it down. Strand puts up a 1st down for the Comets, and they threaten again. 1st and 10 from the Lake Park 25-yard line. Strand, a good run on that one. Coming, well, he picked up close to 20 yards on that one. So he's having himself a good night and out of that backfield. Just a simple handoff coming across. Went to the left side. There's Langley on a keeper this time. He tries to find some running room, gets the block to the right side, finds room. He's cutting loose. He's down very close to the goal line, and he's inside the 10, and finally is rolled out of bounds. Let's see, Mitch Butler, the linebacker, made the stop on him. Just rolled him out of bounds, but Langley had some pretty good running room down that right side before he finally stopped. I think that ball looks to be right on the 10-yard line. Yeah, Actually, you can't see the yard line. Okay, it's on the 11-yard line. Where it'll be first down and 10. They could get a first down without scoring. Wouldn't seem likely, but it's first and 10 from the 11. Hillcrest doesn't need to really put it away. They go right up the, well, I thought he went up the middle. It was a keeper that time by Langley. It looked like he'd handed it off to Martinson. But Langley had it and lost about a yard in the process. Maybe 2. It'll be now second down and 12. Second and 12. We see young fellow there, number 15, Yesterbo, who has done some throwing. He's got a pretty good arm on him. Maybe see him on the fourth quarter. This is Langley this time. Gets it to Strand, bobs and weaves in there. He's down very close to pay dirt. Butler finally put the stop on him. Let's see. We can figure out exactly where that ball is. We can't see the line down there. It looks to be about the 3-yard line. 2 or 3 yard line. So it'll be third down and goal to go. They come to the right side and cutting inside for Langley, the ball carrier, but did he get in? No, he does not. He's off to the right side, out of bounds. Butler made the stop on him. And it is extremely difficult from this angle to figure out exactly. And that's okay. That's the end of the third quarter. So the Comets will start in good shape when we start the final quarter, right down near that goal line. But time out on the field with at the end of 3 quarters of play, it's Hillcrest 22 and Lake Park nothing. And Jacobus gets the call. Touchdown. So they scored on the first play of the second quarter. Now the first play of the fourth quarter. Jacobus taking it in from about a yard out. And it's 28-0. We better get him down here. That was from about the 3-yard line. So they scored in every quarter now. That was the second touchdown by Jacobus. And we'll see how they go for the extra point play. And it is a little pass play. Screen pass is complete. Down in the end zone to Jacobus. So he's in on the scoring of both the touchdown and the extra point, the extra 2 points. From Langley to Jacobus. And now timeout in the field. It's 30-0. Hillcrest leads. We'll be back in a minute.
When you need a hardware store.
Well, the Comets have spread their scoring out very evenly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Touchdown in every period as we see the kickoff. Michelson takes the kickoff and brings it back out to the 27-yard line, where Lake Park will take over. First and 10 from their own 27. The Comets scored early in the very first play of the second quarter, and now scored in the very first play of the third quarter. First one was of the fourth quarter. Excuse me, we're in the final quarter. I'm getting loggy out here. 9-man football. This one to decide the outright championship. Rome comes wide to the right side, and he takes a little screen pass down the side, and well, they're going to call it a forward pass. It was right down the line of scrimmage. He went wide to the right side, and they tried to get him open over there, but he missed the pass. Hillcrest, unless something very drastic happens, rolling to their 7th straight win against no losses. They will win the Southern Division of the Agassiz Valley Conference outright and will meet Borup for the overall Agassiz Valley title Tuesday night up at Ada, Minnesota. Home of the Ada Vikings will host that one, as it has to be a neutral field. Here we come. Michelson still in there at quarterback for Lake Park Sparkers. And a bad snap from center, a fumble, and I believe Michelson back down. I don't know. It was recovered actually by one of the by Lystrom, 52, the left guard. So it's still Lake Park's ball. And it is getting cool out here. On the illegal procedure call. I don't see any flags down, but apparently out there someplace. That's illegal procedures going against Lake Park. So now we have a third down at about 12, or third and 11. And unorthodox backfield work there. Scramble, let's see, stop made in there by Martinson, Jeff Martinson, the linebacker, and they throw him for a loss. So here is the defense for the Comets again, moving almost as well as an offensive unit. They're pushing Lake Park back. Fourth down and long yardage, about 15. They'll punt. Dave Rowan. And it's a good thing he's got a good strong leg. He's had to use it tonight quite a bit. And it is Strand back in single safety, standing on his own 28-yard line. Rowan gets a bad snap, and a bad kick goes straight up in the air. It's going to set Comets up in beautiful position. Then it takes a Comet roll back inside the 20-yard line. So the Comets with a big break, really getting set up here in fine field position inside the 20-yard line. Rowan's got a bad snap. Tried to get that one off, and it went straight up in the air. Came down, and once it hit the ground at about the 23, and then rolled backwards 5 yards. Had that backspin on it. So Hillcrest has it, first and 10 from the 18-yard line of Lake Park, and with a 30-0 lead, and threatening to just add to it here. The first string still in there, going all the way. Langley, a pitch out back to Strand, makes the cut, jumps over 1 or 2, and finally brought down there by Kirkwood. May have got the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. See where they placed it there. They may, in fact, they say he did not make the line of scrimmage. He lost a yard on that one. So it'll be second down and 11. Second and 11. Here they go. The pitch out goes back to Strand. Then he goes back, lays a little screen pass in there to Langley. Out of the backfield, cuts to the right side. Almost found a little running room, but he was cut off at the pass there by Michelson. And Michelson was slow to get up. He is hurt. Bob Michelson is down, and the officials checking with him. I think maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him. They pick up on the play. It's about 6 yards, so it'll be third down and 5 when they come back. But Michelson is down. He made the initial contact on Langley. Brought him down then with a little help. I believe it was number 32 came in to help him, and Michelson is down. It wouldn't appear to be anything serious. I think maybe he just had the wind knocked out of him, but no, they're going to start checking his back now. That I don't like to see. Well, they're checking him over, and while they do, we're going to take the opportunity to have this word from our sports boosters.
Buy your lawn and leisure time equipment where you find dependable service. Ebersviller Implement Company, your authorized John Deere dealer, located on Highway 59, just west of Fergus Falls. Get the most out of your picture taking by bringing your film to the Photo Center in downtown Fergus Falls, featuring expert Kodacraft processing with 24-hour service on most color print film. When it comes to sporting goods, including the area's largest selection of guns, most folks come to Lake Sport Shop, now in their new location, Kitty Corner from Northwestern Bank in downtown Fergus Falls. Save the Co-op way on top-quality Midland and other famous brand-name products, including Frigidaire, Maytag, and Capri appliances at Otter Tail Co-op Oils in Fergus Falls, Dalton, and Underwood.
Well, Michelson has gone off, walked off under his own power. There's a pitch out, goes back to Strand, cuts left. He may find some running room down about the 5 or 4 yard line and run out of bounds by Steve McDaniel. But I believe he's got himself a first down. Yes, he does. First down. And we have a whole new unit coming in there for Hillcrest now. Let's see who that quarterback is. It is Yestabo, number 15. And see, gets that backfield for you. Just the ball tries to go just straight ahead. As they're trying to let the second unit score here. Number 40 in there is down very close to the goal line. Let me check and see if I can find who these people are here. Okay, Guy Olson in there at halfback. Quarterback is just the ball. It's his number Peter McKnight is in there. And number 30, Paul Anderson. Okay, there's your new backfield for Hillcrest. They are down knocking on that goal line. Brian Halbach, number 26, also in there. It is second down and just inches. And a flag goes down. Looks like an offside against Lake Park. Now that's not going to make much difference. It was second down on the 1, so it's second down on the half. And here come the young Comets out. Yes, the ball over center. Handoff goes to the right side, and diving in for the touchdown was Guy Olson, halfback. Number 40 takes it in for another 6 points. It's 36-0. That's coming with 7:44 left in the ball game. Guy Olson from the 1. And let's see how they go for the 2-point conversion. It is, they try to get to Olson, and he drops the ball. It goes incomplete. So now a timeout on the field. It is Hillcrest 36, Lake Park nothing.
Remodeling is easy with the help of Lambert Building Center's remodeling service in Fergus Falls. Since higher costs lead to higher rates, Otter Tail Power Company of Fergus Falls urges their customers to use electricity wisely. It's too valuable to waste. H&L OK Hardware in Fergus Falls, your complete locally owned hardware store, is also your headquarters for quality gilt edge paint with an unlimited color selection and quality second to none. For prompt, courteous service on all your prescriptions, stop at either Andrews and Meister Uptown or South Pharmacies, 2 conveniently located Walgreen Agency drugstores in Fergus Falls.
All right, back again, Hillcrest to kick. And it's going to be dropped down on the goal line by Rowan, and he can't find it. Goes back to pick it up, and he's going to be swarmed under. And is he in the end zone? He is. No. But he fumbled, but they tackled him in the end zone, or is it a touchdown? It's either a safety or a touchdown. It's about a couple of yards out. Oh, he is. Okay, it looked like he was in that end zone. It was a fumble and recovered by the Hillcrest Comets. Okay, I thought they had him for a safety in there. Okay, they're down in about the 1 or 2 again, so they're knocking right back again. First down and goal from about the 2. So this young defensive unit. Rowan just couldn't find the handle on that ball down there, and it cost them. They go straight ahead. Well, no, they go with a pass. Trying to hit, let's see, Halbachen down. Yeah, but who got the 42-0?
For quality name brand building and decorating supplies, see the guys at Steenerson Lumber, 505 South Cascade in Fergus Falls. Steenerson Lumber, where service is foremost. For complete heating and cooling system efficiency, see Mollerud Electric for Westinghouse high-relied split system heat pumps. Mollerud Electric of Fergus Falls, expert wiring contractor. When you need parts for your car, truck, or tractor, come to National Bushing in Fergus Falls. They feature the largest stock of parts in the area, plus expert machine shop service. Live it up. Go bowling at Northern Air Lanes in Fergus Falls, totally remodeled and expanded. Open bowling every Saturday from 1 till midnight and every Sunday from 1 to 6.
Okay, there's the kickoff by Hillcrest. This time it's picked up by Roney. Got a handle on it, tries to cut inside and gets it back out to about the 33-yard line where Lake Park takes over. First and 10 at the 33. And they are down 42-0 here with only 7 minutes and 5 seconds to go in this game. Hillcrest has won the Southern Division Agassiz Valley Conference title. They go on to meet Borup Tuesday night at Ada for the overall title, and the winner of that one goes into the state playoffs. So Hillcrest once once again looking for postseason games here. And they've really wrapped it up here and taken it right to Lake Park. See if Lake Park can't avoid that shutout is about the only thing they can come out of this one with. It's Michelson back in there now. He wasn't hurt that bad, and he's brought down back there. Big stop in there by number 30, Paul Anderson, 160-pound senior, making the stop as the young fellas are getting a chance to play here and really coming out there enthused. Coach Ruth getting some good play out of his reserves, and it's good that they get a chance to come in there for more than just one or two plays. They've been in there now and have scored 2 touchdowns. So here we go. The Lake Park Parkers, they've got a fine team. They were surprised by Ross Day last week, and maybe just have not come back from that. But I'm not playing, they're just not sticking with this Hillcrest team anyway. And there's a pitch out back to Michelson as Halverson came back in at quarterback. Michelson cuts to the right side, gets to about the 35-yard line. Paul Anderson again brings him down. And Michelson again slow to get up. He's the boy that went out a while ago, and he's having some problems. And I think maybe, frankly, the smart thing to do would be to take him out of there. Do not risk any further injury. The referee is talking it over with him, and he's going down again. Oh, he is. He's hurt, and really probably should not continue in this ball game. His team is down 42-0. It's not going to make any difference in the outcome of this game whether he plays or not, so why take the chance on further injury? And he is down out there, and the Hillcrest coaches have come out, Paul Levang, to help the Mike Levine, the Lake Park coach, as they minister to Bob Michelson. He played at halfback, then they put him at quarterback, and then just gone back to halfback, and was carrying that time when he was stopped. They're still ministering to him to see what the injury may be. So we're going to take a timeout here with 5:46 to go in this ball game. Hillcrest leads at 4-0. We're going to hang on to it. He's up and walking off. I thought he was going to take a little more time. So Michelson will be leaving the field, and we'll hang on to it here. Hillcrest does lead it 42-0, and so I think Michelson will go to the sidelines probably for the game, walking very slowly, but under his own power. He just has had a bad night, ran into a tough Hillcrest team here, and they have number 25 replacing him in that backfield, and he again is Glenn Nolan. Back to pass is Halverson, looking for a receiver, lays it out there, and nobody there. The only guy that had a shot at it was number 40, Guy Olson. Incomplete pass. And that brings it now to 4th down and about 9. The clock is stopped at 5 minutes and 31 seconds in this ball game. And Roan again back in punt formation. Should have kept track of how many times he's had the punt tonight. It's just been back there all evening. There's a high kick. It's going to come right down at about the 31 and bounces right down the line, comes back a couple of yards. Hillcrest takes over 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. So now Hillcrest, I am sure, will stick it to the ground and let's try to pick up a few first downs and run 5 minutes and 42 seconds off of that clock, which has just been started again by the referee, who also must be getting cold toes and wants to go home. Here they come, the Comets, and these are the younger Comets. Your quarterback is John Yestabo. And he's going to take it off, gives it to Olson on the right side, finds some running room, and he breaks loose, gets all the way down to about the 31-yard line of Lake Park. Finally stopped by Greg Wormauger down at the 31-yard line, but a first down pickup by Guy Olson, who scored 1 touchdown and showed us some good running that time. He found an opening. Just put that head down and run straight ahead that time. Mr. Bo Olson, the other running back in there is Paul Anderson, and the flanker is Halbakken. Mr. Bo over first, and the pitch out goes to Anderson this time. He cuts loose, finds some running room, and just takes a rolling dive down to about the 20-yard line. What are they going to say that he hit the ground right at the 20? And that's the Greg Wermacher again making the stop. But it's a pickup of a first down for the Comets. The Comet reserves here, moving that ball down to the 21-yard line where it's first and 10, 4.5 minutes to go in a ball game. 42-0. Hillcrest has dominated this game. Here we go. Here's the ball. Olsen, and the handoff goes left to number 30, Anderson, Paul Anderson. Get Olsen and Anderson's in there and mix them up. And now they're going to have a switch back to the front line, I believe. Oh, no, they're going down to the third line. Okay, your quarterback now, Nova in on the stop there. Quarterback now is number 12, and I'm going to have to take this to find him here. Got to find the 12 for Hillcrest. I don't have his number, but he's quarterbacking right now. And they go right straight up the middle on a quarterback keep, and not really going anyplace. And I just found him. It is Kevin Simonson, 5'11", 155-pound senior, is quarterbacking. So more reserves in there. Also in that backfield, let's see, number 42, we can find him. They go up the middle again and stop. Jim Sunday is in there. Bumble and Lake Park. Let's see, Lake Park pick it up. Yes. Roan, David Roan picks it up. So 3:03 to go, and it'll be Lake Park's ball. So I think everybody in uniform here has had a chance to play or very close to it for Hillcrest. Defensive line, the nose guard in there, number 70, is Dan Brew now. As Lake Park tries to come out, a little pass into the flat for Roan, and it is knocked away at the last minute. Good defensive play in there by Anderson. Paul Anderson goes incomplete. Stops that clock with 2:34 to go in the game.
See why more and more people are having their prescriptions filled at White Drug in Fergus Falls. Visit the shed downstairs at St. Clair and Rovang in Fergus Falls for Farrah, Levi, and Sedgefield jeans and your favorite styles of shirts and sweaters. For an outstanding deal on a Cadillac, Buick, or Chevrolet and service to match, see Minnesota Motors, your personal dealer, Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls. Small enough to know you, but big enough to serve you in a big way. That's Security State Bank of Fergus Falls, the bank that knows what helping people is all about. After the ball game or after anything, take time out for a real lip smack and treat at Haugen's Ice Cream Parlor and Restaurant in the Fergus Falls City Center Shopping Center.
Okay, as they came back, Halverson tried to get out of there on a keeper, and Phil Brew finally put the stop to him. Phil, 190-pound senior tackle in there, and really put the tag to him. He did get the ball up to about the 18-yard line, where it is third down and about 7. He ran him out of bounds on the right side, so the clock stopped there at 2:25. This is Halverson back in there at quarterback after Michelson was taken out. Halverson started at quarterback, and they've exchanged. But he's back looking for somebody downfield to lay it out to, and it's incomplete. He was looking for McDaniel down there, Steve McDaniel. So it'll bring up a fourth down, and it looks like the defense of the Comet reserves this time is holding. Let's see if I can playing linebacker in there is Anderson, Paul Anderson. Going back to kick again. Oh, almost blocked, but he gets it off, and it'll going to remain in Lake Park territory at about the 37-yard line. And Hillcrest will take it there. First and 10. And let's see, who's he thinking down for now? Looking for a quarterback coming out there. It's going to be number 12, Stevenson, and just before he went out, Dick Risbroot had him come over the sidelines and had him practice taking a snap from center. And he said, yeah, that's the way you do it. Get in there. So let's see what he does here. This is Stevenson, number 12 at quarterback. Handoff goes straight ahead to, you got to find these guys, Jim Sunday. Sunday gets to maybe a yard. What it does is keep that clock moving. We're inside 2 minutes, about 1 minute and 45 to go. Second down and about 9. He picked up maybe a yard. Sunday is 155-pound junior running back in there. Okay, here we go with Simonson, the third quarterback for the Comets. Again gives it to Sunday. Again, he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. But the Comets aren't really all that concerned about it. Doug Kappas came in to put the stop on him. They just want to keep that clock moving, and that's exactly what it's doing. We'll have less than a minute to go by the time they come out of that huddle. It is third down. They have a fourth down over there, but they're signaling it is third down. So they will get a couple more runs from scrimmage. We're down to 55 seconds, and here come there's going to be a whistle, and it's maybe too much time. What the call is. It's going to go illegal procedure against the Comets, so that'll put them back 5 yards. Again, that's academic at this point in the game. Third down now at about 15 yards to go. Third and 15, 45 seconds. That clock keeps moving as they walked it off and then start the clock again, so they can take their full time. We may have about 1, 2 at the most more plays here. As the pitch back to try to get it back there, trying to hang on to that ball is number 42 Sunday, and couldn't get the handle on it. And let's see, did he recover, or was it recovered by Lake Park? It is it's still Hillcrest ball, but fourth down now in long yardage. 12 seconds to go. They may not get this fourth down play off. They come out as we hear them counting it off to 6. You can hear them counting down. They go back to pass. They're just going to run it around in the backfield, and that is the end of the ball game. Hillcrest is the Southern Division champion in Lake Agassiz, or Agassiz Valley Conference play. 7-0 on the season, undefeated, and they came in here 42-0 with a big win over the Lake Park Parkers, the team that everybody thought was the only one with a chance at all of stopping the Comets, and they came nowhere near doing that tonight. So the final score, 42-0. We'll be back in a minute to take a look at that scoring.
If you're looking for a sports magazine on fishing, flying, football, or hunting, you'll find it at Books, etc. in Fergus Falls Mini Mall. If they don't have the book or magazine you want, they'll order it for you at no extra cost. Cut costly fuel bills this winter with an energy-saving Ashley wood-burning stove from True Value Hardware next to Red Owl in Fergus Falls. See overhead doors at 1217 East Fur in Fergus Falls for a complete line of quality overhead doors and operators. Also servicing all makes and models of overhead doors. Call 736-6676. Take a pack of Pick-a-Pops, the soft drinks that taste terrific and save you money, too. Pick-a-Pop in 24 mouth-watering flavors at your Fergus Falls Pick-a-Pop store, East Vernon Avenue.
Okay, back again. We're going to go through this quickly. They scored in all quarters. It started with 7:15 to go in the first quarter when Brent Jacobus went over from the 4-yard line, and then they run by Langley put the 2-point conversion, made it 8-0. That was in the first quarter. Then the very first play of the second quarter was Langley from the 12-yard line. And then a pass from Langley to Jerry Martinson made it 16-0. Then Strand took it in from 45 yards out. He really cut loose. 45-yard touchdown run by Strand with 6:33 to go in the third period. That made it 22-0 as they missed the two-point conversion. Then in the fourth quarter, it was Jacobus from the 3-yard line, the very first play of the fourth quarter. 11:56 on the clock. The Langley to Jacobson conversion was good. It was 30-0. Also in the fourth quarter with the reserves coming in, Guy Olson from the 1-yard line. They missed the conversion. That was 7:44 to go in the game. It was 36-0. And 33 seconds later, it was Yestebo after they picked up a fumble by the Parkers. Yestebo took it in from the 2 with 7:11 to go in the game. Made it 42-0, and that ended the scoring. The Comets now will go on to meet Borup Tuesday night, and that will be at Ada, Minnesota. That one coming up about 7:30, and I'm sure we'll have that one on the air for you. And we're looking around here to see if we can find Dick Risbrut to maybe talk to him a little bit, but he is apparently not available. I don't see him, but it'll be his Hillcrest Comets against the Borup Broncos, and they have a good team, and it comes up Tuesday night at 7:30 up at Ada, Minnesota. So you people, Hillcrest fans, want to make plans to get up to that one, and I'm sure we'll have that for you on our KBRF sports schedule. So that's it from Lake Park. The Hillcrest Comets just literally dominated this game tonight and won the Southern Division Championship to go for all the marbles Tuesday night against Borup. And our hats off to Dick Risbrut and all of the Comets here tonight. The final score once again, Hillcrest 42, Lake Park nothing.
Tomorrow.
We'll go over to maybe Dick Risbrut in just a second here. We want to mention that there's a meal for 85 cents here at Country Kitchen. That's right. Kids 12 years and under can choose any item from the kids menu, which includes pancakes, French toast, grilled cheese, fish and fries, or a hamburger, eat a complete meal, and only 85 cents. So come on out. Fine food here at the Country Kitchen, where we have Coffee Cup Quarterback every Saturday morning at 9:15. Usually Oates the Grand. Oates, incidentally, is on his way to Virginia, Minnesota to do the community college game against Itasca up at Virginia, so he had to get rolling a little early today. So we're out here filling in, and we have Dick Risbrut of the undefeated Hillcrest Academy Comets, rolling pretty good this year. Dick, you one of those coaches that hasn't really had to taste that much defeat so far in your young career. How many games? You've only lost one game, haven't you? You said you've lost three. You took over, okay. But not this year. I guess that's what counts is the now. You had a big win over Lake Park, the one team that everybody was telling me was the only one that had a crack at stopping you, and they came nowhere near it. You just really dominated that game. You want to talk about that one a little bit?
Well, Jack, I think it was one of the best games that I'd ever seen one of these guys play football this year. And they've had some good games, and the second string has played a good portion of the second half, but this was a game in which the first team definitely had to prove themselves, and they came through, especially on defense, by holding Lake Park to a negative 2 yards rushing and a total of 18 yards on the passing, and they completed the first two passes that they put up, and they connected, or they tried to pass 9 times, so they were 2 for 9 passing, but we let them have those first two passes, and from then on, the defensive secondary, Mike Strand, Terry Langley, and Brent Jacobus, I think, did a good job stopping their pass in the second half, because they came out with a different formation in the second half. We scored. We held them on 4 downs because they elected to receive at the beginning of the game, and then forced them to punt. And we took the ball down for the first score. Brent Jacobus did it on a 4-yard run, and we got the extra point on an option play, so we led 8-0 at the end of the first quarter. The second quarter, again, we came through and scored another touchdown with an extra point, so it went at halftime 16-0. And the first half was really a hard-hitting game, and it was things maybe, Mike Strand and Jeff Martinson didn't get 6 yards every time they carried the ball. Sometimes it was 2, or sometimes even were dropped for, a loss. So it was a very hard-hitting game that first quarter, and went into halftime wondering, if we could hang on that second half.
Well, you built up a lead, and along about 7-8 minutes left in the game, you started substituting. You were leading pretty good, and here come the reserves, and they started putting points on the scoreboard. That must have made you feel pretty good.
Yeah, but then I think you got to understand that Lake Park had their first-team defense, and these guys were really tired because it was that hard-hitting game. And you put in in a fresh second team, and I think if they would have put in their second team defense when I would have put in my second team offense, I think it would have been a pretty hard-hitting game out there too. But I think the defense is basically the story of the ball game, because our defense really came through that night, and they really proved themselves, and I was really happy with especially our linemen, our defensive ends, and our linebackers, and of course I mentioned our defensive backs. But John Fensrud and Dan Tossenson, who was in the middle of the line, I think did a good job. And they're going against some tough guys against Lake Park, and the sweeps. Lake Park is known as a very good running team, and they like to sweep, and they like to fake to the first back going up the left side and then pitch it back to this Bob Michelson going on the right side. And we had this in a scouting report, and we kind of knew that when they were in the T formation, they'd either sweep or pass. In the I formation, they'd go up the middle or else sweep. And if they're in the wishbone, they hardly ever pass. And we picked up some pointers on some of their backfield guys pointing and so forth, and we read that where their play was going, and it really helped a lot. But I think defense really told the story of that game.
Well, they had a young fellow there, number 40, I believe his name was Roan, that had a great game on defense. He seemed like he was in on practically every hit made against your Comets, and had a losing cause, of course, but he should be mentioned because he was outstanding in that game on defense.
Yeah, there's been some coaches that have said he's been, one of the best athletes in the conference, and he at 6'3" and 200 pounds, he's their mainstay on defense, and he's definitely a good offensive player, and sometimes you can key on Roan, and that's exactly what we had to do. We had to key on him, and when Michelson was moved to quarterback in the second half, and they split out their flankers and their tight ends, and they only had 3 men on the line there. A couple times they didn't have 5 men on the line. They have to have 5 men on the line all the time, but they just went to 2 tackles in the center. And so it was 3 on 3, and then we fortunately were able to sack the quarterback a couple times and not let him pass. So our defensive line then came through again, I thought.
Well, you're through with the regular season now, and you go into the playoffs, actually for the Agassiz Valley Conference title. That's what this one is. It isn't actually the state playoffs as yet. You go
nothing. I think it's just evident the fact that Borup knew they had the conference title wrapped up, and this game really didn't mean that much to them, and they just didn't seem fired up that night, although you could see that the talent was there, and they just couldn't put it together. They had a couple kids that were hurt. This Miller kid that plays in the line, a big kid for him, he was on crutches now, and I know another kid, number 30, I don't know his name, but he got hurt in that game with a wrist, and so I don't know if this Miller or their injuries will be back in time or not, but we definitely know they're a hard-running club. They have a halfback by the name of Terry Babler, who is a very hard runner. He's been starting for them for the last 3 years, and he's racked up some yardage this year, and a lot of touchdowns, a lot of points scored. And he plays linebacker on defense along with the coach's kid, I think it is, who plays the other linebacker up there, Bartness. And these 2 kids are tough in the middle. And they have Barry Kappas, who's their quarterback, who can throw the ball, and who's a fine general out there on the team. And it should be a good game.
And that's at 7:30, I believe, on the Ada field.
7:30 Tuesday night at Ada, October 24th.
Now, I know coaches don't like to look beyond games, but you've got to look at the playoffs. Do you have any idea who you might, you mentioned Gonvick and Badger. Do you think it might be Gonvick that you would get, should you get past Borup?
Well, that's right. You never like to look ahead, but if we do beat Borup, and hopefully we can, but you never know until you get up there and do it, because these guys have to prove themselves again. The team that most likely will win the North Tri-County Conference up there, who the Agassiz Valley champion plays, will be either Gonvick or Badger. Badger has a good enough record, or either the good enough record or else they're champion in the Northern Lights Conference up there, and we're with Lancaster and another team up there. So Badger was a champion up there, and they'll be playing Gonvick on the Saturday after our game with Borup. So if we can win Borup, then we go up and scout it.
Well, last year you played the Scots from McIntosh Winger, and they gave you a good game in the playoffs. We thought we might see them again, but apparently they've been knocked off along the way in the season.
I think McIntosh Winger met their match when they played Gonvick, because we have some people that we know up in McIntosh Winger, and a little rivalry there because we beat them 30-22 last year, and they were looking forward to Hillcrest this year, and that's all they were talking about, when we could come up there and they could beat us. Well, they were undefeated, and they played Gonvick, who was undefeated, and they took them a little too lightly, and Gonvick beat McIntosh Winger 16-6, and that wrecked McIntosh Winger's playoff hope. So it's Gonvick up there in the North Tri-County.
Now, you've been rated number 2 in the 9-man polls behind Lake Benton. Does that mean if you keep continuing winning that Lake Benton would likely be the team you'd meet for a championship?
It's a long ways away, and it's like I told the guys now, we're starting a new season. We finished our regular season, and now with the conference playoff is the first game of our new season. If we lose that one, then we can just hang up our pads. But if we win that one, then we can go on to the state playoff. And I think, any playoff game, the kids are definitely under some pressure. And fortunately for us, we've had, 6, 7, maybe, 8 starters on offense and defense that have been in playoff situations before. And these guys can handle the pressure, and they work well when they're playing a tough team. And they seem to play as good as their competition does. And we're looking forward to that Borup game. And if the state playoff comes after that, well, then we're just ready for, hopefully.
Well, you 9-man teams don't have that specter of Deer Creek looking at you this year. They're down a little. However, coming out of that same conference, you've got Villard. They could very well be instrumental in 9-man playoffs.
Well, I guess the Little A champion down there is Hoffman, but I know that Villard is definitely a tough team. If Hoffman, which I heard is in the playoff, Hoffman will play Lake Benton in the first round.
I didn't. And Hoffman already made it.
I think in the other bracket it might be either Hill City or Little Fork Big Falls or I haven't really paid attention to that bracket up there. Most like in our bracket, but we have to beat that game on Borup before we even start thinking about any kind of playoff, and hopefully the kids can realize this.
Well, for your sake and also mine, if I wind up doing the playoffs, I hope the weather holds a little better. I remember that cold snow-swept field at Rothsay, Leon, when you played the Scots and a couple other games up there. Dick, getting back to last Wednesday's game now up at Lake Park, anything else that you wanted to say about that game? I think we covered some of it.
Well, we said before that it was a very good defensive effort, Jack, but I think the offense really put it together that night, too, where they had 281 yards rushing, and compared to Lake Park's -2, and passing-wise, we didn't have to pass the ball that much. We passed it 12 times and only completed it 4 times, which I guess is below average. However, some of the passes were for good yardage. We threw a couple reverse passes and came through with a straight-ahead forward pass, and did a couple counters on them and trap plays and then straight-ahead powers. And I think that, to have an offense, you really got to mix up your plays. And they were just kind of holding back on defense, waiting for us, what we were going to do next. And so they were kind of guessing all the time on defense. And when you get them swinging to one side, then you come back with a counter on the other side or a bootleg pass. And a couple of times we had, excellent chances to score where maybe an end dropped a pass near the end zone and it came back, and maybe they stopped us and gave them the ball again. But there wasn't that much passing that game, and our halfbacks, I think, did a good job when they had to pass. Terry Langley was 1 for 4, but Mike Strand was 2 for 2 in the passing department on his sweep passes and halfback passes, and Jeff Martinson was 1 for 2. And we tried the flanker pass 3 times, but Brent Jacobus, didn't complete on 3 of them, and all 3 times the guys were open. And so we've been working on that in practice, and hopefully we can throw that Borup and we get to play them.
We got a good effort out of running backs out of Mike Strand. I think he picked up over 100 yards. I know, I'm not sure exactly what, but one of them was a 46-yard run for a touchdown, and just tore that defense apart.
I think that's what maybe was a turning point in the game, was in the second half there when we went in 16-0 and came through, and we got the ball, and just broke. Their defense finally broke. It bent a lot, and we gave a little bit, but then finally the Lake Park defense broke, and he went 46 yards for a touchdown. And but I don't think that was his best run of the night. I think the best run of the night was a 13-yarder where he was dodging in and out and going back and forth and really finding the holes. I think it was really a fine touchdown run that he had there. And he had a total of 138 yards rushing, and Jeff Martinson came through with 57 yards rushing. And, the halfbacks really can't get that many yards unless they got a line up front that can open holes for them. And I think Pete Peterson, our center, did an excellent job, not only on defense, but opening up the holes on offense. And our tackles, Phil Yumble and John Stensrud again, came through opening up the holes. You know, and these guys just don't get enough credit as the years goes on. Along with our tight ends, Lloyd Johansson, who is a junior and 5'10", 190 pounds, and Jerry Martinson, who is probably our best receiver, along with our flanker. And these guys up front, the 5 guys up front, along with Jacobus on the flanker side, really did an excellent job blocking. And the halfbacks can't get any yards at all unless they got the holes up front. And I think that was evident to the Lake Park offense, where our defensive line just, you know, pushed them back a little bit, and their offense couldn't open up the holes, and, you know, they were just thrown for 1 or 2 yard loss, or else, you know, a 3 or 4 yard gain. And the battle was won up front, I thought.
Well, you talk about guys like Strand and Martinson who pick up quite a bit of yardage. You got this flanker Jacobus. I like the way he plays. He's steady. He's there. He picks up that short yardage for you. He got 2 of your touchdowns for you, and he's just played steady ball. Not only this year, he was the same thing last year, and I think a good mainstay in that backfield.
I think Brent's are probably the most versatile back, because he can play at the flanker position, or he plays most of the time, or he can come back and play the fullback position in the wishbone. And we give it to him on dive plays when we think they're going to key on Strand and Martinson. And, you know, came through with a couple touchdowns last night. When we get down the goal line, they think we're going to give it to either Strand or Martinson and hand off to Jacobus instead, and he crossed the goal line. And Pound for pound, I've said it before, this kid is our toughest hitter on the team. And just yesterday in practice, I seen him pick up, you know, tackle a 215-pound from guy, and picked him up and tackled him. And he only weighs 140 pounds himself. So pound for pound, he's definitely a tough hitter.
He works on it, then.
Yes, he does. He's a very hard worker.
Well, Dick, we want to wish the Comets good luck. We hope that they wind up with an undefeated season, which would mean the 9-man championship. But you're looking strictly right now to bore up Tuesday night at Ada. And I imagine a lot of the fans, you can take a bus up there and so forth.
Yep.
And we'll be broadcasting that one. I'm not sure if it'll be Ulster myself. I kind of feel that LeGrand is going to take that one, and he hasn't said yet. But one way or the other, we will have that one on the air. And that's Tuesday night at 7:30, and they're playing on the neutral field at Ada.